Jesus. Seriously. Okay. This should be looking pretty good. Let's test this. Is that visible? I mean, I guess it's decently visible if you have it full screen. Okay, trying out something a little bit different. This game is free on Steam, so I figured I would play it on stream for at least a couple hours starting out. If this goes really well, then I might find some more stories to play. But for right now, we're gonna go on normal. Did it just resize my window? No, okay, good. Let's see. We got humans. We have... Humans are average. Elves are magical. Dwarves are tough and strong. But they're still they still have good willpower. Orcs are just super solid, physical, like meat shields, and trolls are the largest meat shields, largest and strongest at the cost of charisma and intelligence. Okay, I could be a female. You see, I have a bunch of different variations. I'm trying to think. I didn't really plan any of this out ahead of time. I just jumped right in, you know? So, let's see. Let's move this over a little bit. I think what I'm gonna do is, let's see. Adepts are magically active characters who focus their magic internally to develop to their utmost potential, physically, mentally, and spiritually. As adepts unlock new abilities, they become honed physical machines using their magic to enhance their close combat abilities. So I could technically be like a martial artist of sorts. Spinning. I could be a gun and sword type of guy, and I'm thinking about just going with that starting out. Let's see. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get screw it. Instead of physical, we're gonna go all gung-ho into being a magician. We're gonna be a magical guy. There we go. No horns, and aren't really any portraits that specifically look like me, so I will choose... No, we'll take the beard off. No beard. Super pale. And then... There we go. We'll just be a dark, shadowy figure. Well, spiky hair because it doesn't go through our... not that. That looks ridiculous. Fine, we'll have short hair because I don't want it to go through our shirt. We're gonna be a mage, an elven mage. Karma's basically like experience point, the cost for what we're getting. Hang on. We start with 5 karma. Let's see. Can equip air barrier, increase spellbook slot if not yet unlocked. Spirit summoning, charisma, spellcasting. Ah, okay. You know what? Forget that. We're not doing that. We're going back. We're gonna be the same guy, but we're actually gonna be a street samurai. We're gonna say that our elven guy here rejected his magical heritage and decided to shoot some people. Even though that's a terrible idea. Let's see. Yeah, screw that too. Like the worst at deciding. Hmm. Here we go. We'll be a martial artist of sorts. Screw it. Straight up gun guy. Whatever. There we go. We're gonna get Shadowrunner etiquette. And oh. Hang on. Oh, okay. Elves are apparently really good with guns. So, yeah, I know I keep going back and forth. I'm having trouble deciding. Screw it. Generic guy, we will be a street samurai elf. Yes. He's not going to be very tough. But he's going to be fast and fairly good with guns. Let's see. He's gonna start with some skill in the right, you know, in a with a rifle. He's gonna be dodging. He's gonna have Shadowrunner etiquette, and how about her name? All right. After that long drawn out character creation, there we go. Oh. This is our apartment. Slip of paper with our bank account balance, enough to cover me through till the end of the week. My notebook, calendar, list of contacts. A lot of dead and retired people. Personal calendar, nothing. Put our notebook down. Go to our computer. Sam Watts, the screen leaps to life, making you squint against its brightness. The face on the screen is laughing. Sam Watts. Hey, buddy. Hope I didn't catch you at a bad time. He giggles. He's drunk again, or worse. Let's see, You're zoned, man. Another giggle. Oh, don't bother with your side of the conversation. I'm not really here. Just one reason for this vid. Someone finally geeked me. I'm dead. Probably had it coming. When you're an unsavory character like myself, you tend to associate with other unsavory characters who often partake in unsavory business, like you, for example. So why am I dead? Who knows? Probably my fault. I wonder where you are right now. I bet you hit a big payday and you're living on the high hog somewhere. Some of us are born winners and some of us are me. Yeah, we're not exactly living it, you know, the high life here, as our friend seems to think that we probably are. Hey, you remember that Rinraku run when things went to hell and we lost Dowd? Or that makeshift saloon on the docks after? I really had your back that night, didn't I? Dowd, that's a name you hadn't heard in a long time. It's really story driven game. There's a pen and paper version like D&D. It's really good. It's got a whole bunch of lore associated with it. We'll talk to New Larry. You've been running with New Larry for about 6 months now. He's a combat mage with a bad tattoo and a bad attitude. He knew Dowd almost as well as you did. Single piece of dust lands on your glasses. It's super annoying. Just give me 1 second. Are you kidding me? Seriously? Links are right there. Moments ago. What a pain. Whatever, I'll deal with it. Anyway. Dowd, never saw anybody die like that before, idiot. Yeah, this is good. A second. Sorry. Ah. Whew. One piece of dust. Super annoying. Oh, sweet relief. Seriously. Hate having to wear glasses for real. Alright. I hate this friggin' city. Or fragging city. Oron, it's wet and the rain feels like acid and I want out of here. Shut your screamer about the rain. We lost a man tonight. Soka, sorry. It's speak like broken. This is post-apocalyptic, basically. I'm sorry. I'm just ready to go home. Portland's way more my speed. I don't know, Oron. Sam is a good guy and could hold his own in a fight, but he's been hitting the bottle pretty good lately. Never on a run so far, but he needs watching. Shakes his head. That run went sideways 9 ways to Sunday. Now the fixer is late. Smell funny to you? Oh yeah, it smells funny. Look at where he sets the meeting. This is supposed to be a public place. Cut the dreck, Sam. We both know why Dowd went down, and it wasn't the fixer or another paranoid shift dream of yours. I've been waiting for this all night, and your Larry has something he wants to say, don't you, Larry? Go ahead and spill it. You were sloppy. Sloppy? You think I was sloppy? You've been twitchy all day, son. Look at your hands, they're shaking. Let's see. That true, Sam? Did you miss a beat back there? No, Oron, I didn't miss a beat. I was on my game the whole time. Remember, I was on point. New Larry was supposed to cover Dowd. Something dawns on him. He then leans into New Larry, amused and dangerous. We were set up. And he knows it, don't you, Larry? What was that call you made before we hit Rinraku? How come you didn't geek that guy before you unloaded on Dowd? I've seen you fling a lightning bolt, son. You should have been burnt toast before his gun cleared the holster. New Larry checks his watch, licks his lips, looks over his shoulder into the darkness. He's looking for someone, and it's not the fixer. Okay, I can see where this is going. You chummers are damaged. I'm out. Did you keep us here long enough, Larry? He stops, and a smile slowly disappears from his face. Sorry, Oron. I kind of like you. I just like money better. What a jerk, he set us up. We've got incoming! Looks like my new Renraku friends are finally here. They're gonna take that hard drive off your corpse, buddy. We should choose our friends more carefully, Oron. At least we have each other. You'll miss me when I'm gone. It's true. Alright. Ow! Dude, really? We're in turn-based combat. Each character on a team has an action pool. Spend these actions on movement, attacks, using spells and items. Once your team's turn is complete, the enemy team will move and attack. Additional tutorial information is available. Yep. Okay, this is us. We have a shotgun. We have a 40% chance in a... Ugh. kill New Larry. He set us up. He's a jerk. Ow! Stop shooting us, man. Jesus. Uh-oh. Didn't think it was gonna hit anybody, but it's worth a try. How many bullets I got left in that gun? Man, she's a good shot. She just killed him in one hit? Oh, that's not good. That's magic. Next character makes definitely gonna be a mage or a summoner. Ow. Ugh. Alrighty. Ah, that's hilarious. Their summoned creature just turned on him. Come on, miss. That's hilarious. Where the hell is he going? I'm not very good with shotguns. Sagoma lowers her gun. Eyes Sam. You okay, Sam? Sam's breathing heavy and you look shaken. That was a hell of a thing. Part of life, Sam, you know that. You were born for this gig, Aaron. Me, not so much. I think I'm gonna hang out, find a nice brothel somewhere, and stay drunk until I croak. What about you? Me, I do this. It's the only life I know. Well, you're a dumbass, and I'll drink to you when you're dead. Who am I kidding? I'm not gonna outlast you. Guess you can drink to me. We win. How's the sound levels, by the way? Anybody that cares to give me a shout on that, we appreciate it. Stare at Sam's face on your comm link. Shake off the memory. Focus. Had your back that night, didn't I? Now I'm asking myself, who would care if I die? Who would give a rat's ass? Better or worse, your name is on the top of my list. Maybe it's the only name on the list. So I set up a dead man's switch to send you this call. I got 100,000 New Year in insurance policy payable when you find who creased me. Alive with a conviction or in a body bag with justification, either works. Contact my law firm, Rogers, Minkert, and McCain. When the job is done, they'll know what to do. Turns to his left. Chet? Camera swivels to show a well-dressed man sitting next to Sam. Pursuant to Mr. Watt's wishes, Rogers, McGirt, and McCain has installed a secure dedicated phone line so you may contact us directly when the task is complete. We will then begin the verification process. Note that you must also be on a secure landline to access this number. We will not accept transmissions from comlinks or other devices. Camera swivels back to Sam. Sam straightens up, talks seriously, first time. Look, Oren, I've led a Drek life and I've probably left a Drek corpse. I've hurt people, hurt myself, I don't know. Maybe I just want the last word. Maybe I just want someone to give a crap about that I sucked air for a while. What do you say? I'll get to the bottom of this. Someone will pay. Hope you just said yes. I got a locator chip slotted in my head these days. When my heart stops, it'll activate. That's how you'll find me. See you on the slab. Guess I'm heading back to Seattle. Gotta go see our friend Sam's corpse, wherever he is. Your plane hits the sea tarmac with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. The chilly northwest rain obscures your vision as you step onto the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting in a cramped back seat of a cab, following the signal from Sam's locator chip into the heart of the Redmond Barrens. Organ grinders, a legal chop shop for body parts, whether from the living or the dead. If you're hurting bad enough for New Yen, this is a place to sell a limb or an organ. It's also a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body while making a little cash on the side. This franchise is the closest thing the Barrens has to a morgue. It seems this was where Sam Watt's body ended up. You open the door and are assaulted by the smell of death and bleach. Gotta ask the coroner, and we gotta talk to the doctor, and he'll give us some stuff. Do we even have anything? The smell of death and decomposition wash over you, and only slightly masked by the minty fake something. So I have 1 rifle, ranged combat, 2 quickness, 3 samurai clothing, items. Alright, well, that's the corner. Let's see if there's anything I can click on. Guess not. Dresden, the corner. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf whistling a tune. His broad grin says, I love my job, a little more than you'd want or expect from someone in the chop shop trade. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes. It might just be the stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. Sorry, didn't expect any visitors at this hour. And some asshole at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you today, sir? Are you the coroner? I'm John Dresden, organ grinders branch manager here. So yeah, that makes me this franchise area's coroner too. And you are? I'm Oren Theron. I'm here about Sam Watts. His grin fades, and what makes you think I know anything about that? Sam had a locator chip embedded in his skull. I followed it here. I see. Well, you're right. He's here, and not too many people know about the murder yet, though. Press haven't caught wind of it yet. What with it being all the way here in the Barrens. So who told you he's dead? I'm not going to tell him about the money. That sounds stupid. Sam's digital ghost. When his heart stopped, I got sent a recorded message asking me to bring his killer to justice. I guess he had a hunch. The dwarf raises his eyebrows, smile wiping suspicion from his face. A dead man switch, huh? Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over there. He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one down was downtown. Ripper, huh? I guess classics never go out of style. He sighs, not my title. That's what the Seattle press insists on calling the killer. All I know is that, like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel, but this one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim. What prize did the Ripper take from Sam? Watt's liver was cleanly cut out. What about the other lucky contestants? First victim's heart was missing, and the third had the spleen removed. Tristan, get out here. It's McCluskey. I'm gonna assume it's a cop. I'm here about the new Ripper Vic, Sam Watts. I'll go talk to McCluskey. Looks to be an orc police officer. Towering over the diminutive coroner is the homicide detective right out of the central casting. If you ignore the tusks, pointed ears, and Neanderthal brow, you can smell his cheap aftershave from a mile away. So this new Ripper Vic Watts, name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back? Coroner frowns. So you insisted at the time. You chortles, come on, she offed herself. I had it on very good authority. Now let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. This Ripper case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge. I've already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic and removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. Perpetrator is most likely right-handed with a slim hand and knows his way around a scalpel. Has a decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy too. So I'm looking for a whacked-out surgeon? Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. This day it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. You know damn help, dwarf. Lone Star Detective finally notices you. You note his superhuman powers of observation. Who the hell are you? If I had higher strength, I could say none of your business, lumpy. Are you the detective on this case? I was hired by Sam Watts to assist you in finding his killer. The dreck you were. You get anywhere near my investigation and it'll be you on the slab, elf. He looks back at the dwarf. Dresden, get me more. I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this weekend and claiming my promotion. So we're gonna have to kill him, probably. Cheston looks amused. Do you always make friends easily? I'm great at dinner parties, too. Oh, here you go. Well, he really didn't seem like my type. Cocks his head to one side. Be straight with me. You really gonna work for the dead man? Sam was there when I needed him. I'm going to return the favor. You're damn right. Fascinating again. Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another 10 new yen a week in his paycheck. Plus, he's on the take. Dresden pauses, considering. You have honor, after a fashion. I try to honor the dead in my work, so we have that in common. What can I help you with? On the take, who's paying to hold his leash? I don't know, but someone with major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career and wallet. What was that McCluskey said about Sam's mother? The official report said she committed suicide about a year ago. Aren't you the official in that sense? My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. I can't say that it wasn't suicide, but there were unusual bruises on her upper arms and she didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it. What are organs worth these days? A whole healthy body can be worth a bunch of new yen, but individual organs, not as much anymore. Not with all the synth and cyber stuff on the market these days. Organ Grinders only deals with the recently deceased. There's plenty of other chop shops that aren't as picky, though. They don't care where the bodies come from either. Who still uses scalpels? Doctors still learn how to use them in their first year of medical school, as do coroners, but neither profession uses them much anymore. It's possible some of the slimier chop shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look. I just need to know one more thing. Where was Sam killed? Justin looks up at you intently for a moment before speaking. You know, I might be able to help you one better. Why don't you poke around these body lockers in the back and see if you find anything useful? Okay, I'll do that. Cold storage drawer is labeled John Doe, but the internal thermostat is set to 21 degrees Celsius. The cold storage drawer opens to reveal the body of a fully clothed man, arms Folded across his chest, in addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen, the body seems to be in very good condition. This is Jake Armitage. He's actually like he's like a Shadowrun legend. He's the guy you play. There's a Super Nintendo game. He's actually the main character of that too. Whoa, easy there. One quick move, he jumps out from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. The joke is that in the other game, he actually woke up at the beginning of the game with amnesia and he woke up with amnesia and a bomb in his brain in a morgue. You spot a data jack drilled into his temples and shamanistic tattoos peeking up above his collar. An interesting combination. So we picked A class. We're basically a gunslinger and a swordsman. That's what we're going to end up being. Jake Armitage is everything. He has a data jack. He has a computer drilled into his brain. He is a magician. He's a shaman. And he's a gunslinger. So, yeah. I told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? It doesn't feel like 6 yet. You were just sleeping in a freezer for dead people. Don't tell me you haven't considered it. Cheaper than a Coffin Hotel and the service is just as good. He chuckles. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I noticed you haven't killed me yet, so that's good. If you aren't after me, then what's your story? Latest Ripper victim, did you know him? Sam, eh? Glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and then over at the Union. Decent enough guy. Always in trouble over something or other, though. Jake yells towards the other side of the room. John, is this guy cool? Yeah, he's on the level, working for Sam, believe it or not. Some sort of dead man switch. I thought you could help him out, maybe even stop moping around the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. He pauses. Might be sizing you up, but it's hard to tell behind those shades. Alright then, name's Jake. You are... Call me Oren. Nice to meet you. Well, it sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep end here. John's right, I might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night, a night of the murder. Poor guy. He was hanging at the Seamstresses Union that night, tripped out and rowdy. I've been laying low there for a few days after a bad run. Mrs. Kubota asked me to throw Sam out, so I did. But out in the alley, some gangsters got the jump on me. He winces. Damn, maybe I need some soy cap after all. That's like basically soy. It's like the equivalent. It's like their coffee. Soy cap. Maybe I need some soy cap after all. John, could you grab me a cup? Get your own damn cup. My hands are dirty anyway. Now what's wrong with this intestine? You hear a loud squelching sound as Dresden continues his work. Thanks, John. You're a real pal. Anyway, there's a big fat court bounty on my head. Like I said, my last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners... the Halloweeners are they're a gang of Halloween-themed gangsters. They got the jump on us, damn. Gangers thought they could turn a quick profit on my head. Jake smiles, and you get the impression that it didn't work out so well for the gangers. Sam stumbled off during the fight, though, and that's the last I saw of him. Until he turned up here, dead on arrival. Reminds me of my last day in this place. You've done this before? It's a long story. I end up in the morgue more often than the average guy. Yeah, he straight up dies, and he just stands up and dusts himself off and goes off and does more crazy stuff. Yeah, Jake here's a regular. You should have started a rewards card, Jake. A few more visits and you get a free night stay. Jake laughs. I'll hold you to that, John. Anyway, they found Sam's body less than a block away from the Union, missing a liver and all. Tell you what, you look like you could handle yourself in a fight. I could use some backup to settle a score with those Halloweeners out there. Their leader's got a whole gang searching the Barrens for me. I need to get rid of that asshole. Yeah. In return, I'll take you to the place Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit these streets alone at night, trust me. Jake eyes you up and down. Maybe I'll throw you some decent supplies while we're at it. That sounds good. It's nice to have someone watching your back out there, assuming you can trust them. I don't work for free. I fight to get paid, New Year nut tours. I do like a bit of street justice every now and then. Alright, Jake, count me in. That sounds like me. Great, I've been hiding out here ever since that run-in with those Halloweeners. Whiny bunch of gangers. The stretch of the Barrens is their turf. Hell, I'm surprised they even made it to this morgue in one piece without packing some heat. He yells over his shoulder. Very funny, Jake. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. So you need a weapon? Let me get a rifle. You don't like library windows, do you? Never mind. Here's a rifle you can borrow. He'll say, he says, you ready for an evening on the town? I'll say, if you're buying. And I've already provided the party favors. Alright. Let's spend some karma. Let's see. Do we allow ourselves to burst fire? We're gonna wait, actually. We're gonna wait. Ooh, look at our rifle. Most common assault rifle in the world. Damage 10, long range, and capacity is 24 bullets. We have trauma kits, which will wake our allies up, and a basic med kit, which restores 10 HP. Which is basically like a pretty good, that repairs like 1 bullet worth of damage. We already have rifle ability, and we're gonna go. And we're going to the Barrens. Oh, R to reload, that's nice. I love tooltips like that. They're not like, press R to reload. Running the Seattle sprawl, and sooner or later you'll find yourself in the Redmond Barrens. Doesn't matter your business, the Barrens doesn't like you. Take 1 part radioactive wasteland, 3 parts dog slum, add a dash of tourist trap, and you get a recipe for mean as hell. You leave sanitized death and formaldehyde of organ grinders behind, entering the anarchy and desperation of the streets. Jake stops a moment to breathe deeply, filling his lungs with motorcycle exhaust, radioactive dust. Cordite, and who knows what else, exhales with an expression of wry contentment. The stench and grime tell him he's home. You can talk to this guy? Nope. Okay. There's not really many places to go. This is pretty linear, but there's other modules that I can pick up. Let's talk to Vlad here. As you approach, the man sizes you up. You can see the old age. You can see the age-old fight or flight equation running behind his drug-clouded eyes. Beneath the track marks on his arms, you spot a set of tattoos that indicate he is, or at least once was, a shaman. Hey man, are you okay? Yes, no, I saw something. It's gonna kill me. Calm down, I'm Oren. What's your name? Oh, Oreo side. Thanks for the follow, man. Hope your day's going really well. My name is Vlad. Vlad, those are some nice tattoos. Are you a shaman? The word shaman strikes a chord, seems to shake off some of his mental cobwebs. Yes, I am a shaman. I thought so, Vlad. What did you see? Yes, I saw something. The other night I saw a spirit so dark, so alien that Vlad trails off and shudders. Where did you see the spirit? Just across the street from the Seamstresses Union. It's gone now, Vlad. It's not going to kill you. You're safe. Thank you. I think you're right. I feel better now. More whole. Now, I think I need to go get some sleep. Alright. There's a hole in the ground there. Don't go to the market. I'll do what I please. Find Jake's stash. Hidden in the garbage-strewn alley is a high-tech safe with a mag card reader on the front. Open the safe with Jake's mag card. Absolutely. With a smooth hiss, the safe opens to reveal a collection of gear that's perfect to match your skills. You take the gear. Nice. Hand over the loot, bozos. Yeah. Level up in battle. I'm gonna say this right now, this guy's a dead man. I'm gonna burst fire. What do you have, Jake? Just a pistol? First we're gonna go back here, and then we will shoot him. Oh god, that was painful. What a jerk. This rifle's really paying off. So welcome to the Barrens. Guess I'll need to find a new spot to hide my gear. Good, dead drops are so hard to keep. Same trick in every city these days. Or so I shouldn't invest in real estate around here? Double checking to make sure that my chat is actually functioning. Good. Yep. Good, dead drops are so hard to keep. He chuckles. Well, at least they were too dumb to break my mag lock. Now you got some gear. Let's go deal with those Halloweeners. Okay. First we're gonna look at that gear. Got some grenades, all sorts of other stuff. Don't have any cyberware or anything. We can technically upgrade our body, which is sweet. Okay. I have grenades now. I didn't realize I could zoom in. That'll be super helpful. Commerce is like a weed, taking root in the cracks and crevices of the world wherever it can. A small street market has flourished here amidst the crumbling buildings of the Redmond Barrens. We barely have anything left. Apparently this guy's trying to extort them. Thug attempts to use his bulk and hideous breath to intimidate the shopkeeper. The old woman's holding firm. You can see the thug's patience is fading fast, and he looks like he's about to start breaking things. Who the hell are you? I can get, if I had gang etiquette or was stronger, I could do something else. And, I'm gonna say, hey, you heard the lady, back off. Think you're tough, I own this block, back off before your blood ends up all over the my nice sidewalk. Really sick of gutter punks like you, it's true. I actually used to use that word. I knew you were just looking to cause static. Dash, ice this guy. Ow! Apparently we're just making bad choices all the time. Well, you know, look at what that got you. You followed that crummy guy, and now you're gonna die for it. See? Was it worth it? I got karma for that. I cannot thank you enough. I hate to see such bloodshed, but those men would not take no for an answer. We simply want to make our way in the world. I get you, Miss James. The shopkeeper holds out a few union. Please, it's the best we can do. You keep it, lady. there's nothing else here. Do a good deed. Hey, dwarf man. Yeah, Swipes, take another step forward. We're gonna plant you right there. It's Halloween property now. This is one of the two that got away. If I hadn't missed my shot, these idiots would have given up and moved on by now. Wait a minute. You're rolling with Jake? Bad idea, chummer. These Halloweeners are collecting that bounty. Killing you? Well, that's a nice bonus. Yeah. Ow. I think I'm gonna die. I guess not. Maybe we recover HP. It's not looking good with the cover. I like thereof here. She's gonna use magic. He's got a gun, so we're gonna take him first. How is this not cover? There we go. Ow! Alright. Nice critical. So he's dead. I'm gonna take 69%. There we go. He's dead. Oh, I forgot. So these are ley lines. They have to do with like, magic. The higher your magic skill, the more of these you can actually see. It affects the spell. The strength and accuracy of spells are affected by the strength of the ley line, I'm pretty sure. I know very little about this game, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Ooh, he has magic. Alright. Oh! Jeez. Whoa, Uncle, I was just playing with you. We'll call off the rest of the Halloweeners, Jake. Call it even, yeah? What do you think, Jake? He smirks, hey. I'm already at shoot-on-sight status with these guys. Killing John Paul means one less wiener to shoot me in the back while I'm buying smokes. Hell, they'll be doing the same thing to you as soon as there's profit in it. Alright, let's finish this. This is, oh, Drek. Alright. Still hurt. I think we healed a little bit. just save these points then. In a minute. Alright. Whatever. Let's go. We'll go talk to Dan the Donut Man. Smell of fried food, powdered sugar, and slightly burnt soy calf is almost enough to overpower the dusty sewage stench of the Redmond streets. The troll working in the stand is covered in food stains older than he is. What can I get you, chummer? Did you see the murder in the alleyway across the way? Nope. I was closed when that happened, but hey, it's the Baron's. Back alley killing's nothing new around here. The only reason cops are making a big deal about this is the Ripper business. Oh, big deal about this Ripper business is that some of the victims are real people. You know, folks with SINs. What can you tell me about the Barons? The Barons? Hell, if you have to ask, you probably shouldn't be out here. The stretch we're on is called Touristville, though. I suppose it's the closest thing you get around here to being respectable. Fewer muggings, and you might even survive the drinking water if you're lucky. Wouldn't recommend it, though. He scratches his armpit. Now behind me, that's the seamstress's union. You want drinks, drugs, favors, or information around here, the union's your spot. Hell, that was the reason I'm in business. Folks get the munchies when they party. Miss Kubota owns the joint. She's quality, a hard woman, but fair. I'll see you around. Fucking Bobby. Hey, chummer. Got some tasty morsels for you. Just what every well-dressed Shadowrunner should have in his back pocket. Let's see what you have. He's got drugs. Sound of laughter and music emanate from within you. No, we're not going there yet. Oh. Let's talk to Sally. Dwarf merchant is packing up her stand for the night. I'm closed, come back tomorrow. Got a great view of that alley across the street. Don't suppose you saw the murder that happened there. She got sure. I was closing up when I heard a series of explosions from behind the Union. A couple of seconds later, this guy comes out, runs across the street. You can get a good look at him. Then all the lights in the alley exploded all of a sudden. Things got pretty quiet after that. And let me guess, you didn't go running over to see if the guy was okay. Hell no, around here, that sort of thing gets you killed. Thank you for your time. Uh-huh, no problem. Uh-oh. You gotta deal with the cops. As you approach the scene of Sam's murder, Jake spies the flashing red and blue lights ahead. Whoa, hold up a minute. Lone Star isn't above collecting a corporate-issued bounty, and the one on my head isn't going away anytime soon, he sighs. Sorry, friend, I think this is where our paths diverge. Thanks again for your help with this Halloweeners. Here's your payment. They don't take Nuyen where I'm going. You look like you could use the funds. What, do you want a hug or something? Likewise, Jake. Give me a call if when you're in the clear. Yeah, sure. He starts to leave and tilts his head back. Hey, one more thing. When you're done checking out your pals' crime scene, pop into the seamstress's union. It's just down the street. You need gear information or just a damn stiff drink. That's the place to be. Best dive this side of Chicago. I used that place as a base of operation for years back in the day. Make the right friends there, and I'm sure you'll get to the bottom of this Ripper business. Well, nice knowing you. Jake turns, disappears into the shadowy depths of the Redmond Barrens. And there goes a legend, ladies and gentlemen. We'll talk to William. Bright yellow police tape cuts through the darkness, directing your eyes to the white chalk outline with the dark red stain marking the slab of pavement. Where Sam Watts died. Standing at the entrance to the alley is the Lone Star officer. The cop looks cold, hungry, and irritated at the homeless man who's currently pestering him. I'm telling you, I need to get my stuff from the alley or I'm going to die in the cold tonight. The officer sighs, and I've been trying to explain to you that this is official Lone Star investigation, and I can't let anyone in there. Hey, I got rights. Look, you sinless garbage. Sin's basically like an identification It's like a corporation approved ID. And if you don't have it, you can't do anything. Look, you sinless garbage. I've got a job to do. Find a new blanket, or I'll find a reason to use my stun baton. Typical, I hate all you pigs. Brett yelled, yeah, okay. What? He looks in your direction. Now what? Item long night. You look so cold. I picked up a donut and some soy cap for you. I could have picked up a donut for him? Here to check the site for spectral DNA. Never heard of it. What is it? I think Cheston explained it to me. That guy only talks to dead people. He just told me to scan the site. Sorry, not going in without the proper channels. You can go back to the corner and tell him to clear this through Lone Star. Whatever, I'll just bribe him. Small piece of glass. Looks like the bottom of a test tube. Work light. Pick up the coat and blankets. Look at this. Two distinct sets of footprints. Humans, chalk outline, a large set, perhaps a troll or an orc. I think that's it. I think this coat and blankets belong to you. Yeah, you. I saw you over there with that rat bastard cop. What do you want? Give him stuff. My stuff, mighty decent of you. Don't see that kind of thing too often around here. Know anything about the murder that took place here? He squints at you, suspicious. You a copper, or are you working for some corp? No, I'm sinless as you. I'm as sinless as you. Mind answering a few questions? Hey, what makes you think I'm sinless? I'm just messing with you. Of course I'm sinless. System ID number my ass. What kind of questions you got? You see the murder? Nope, can't say. I'm sorry I missed it. I was hauling crates for Miss James up in the market. Can't carry as many as I used to, so it took a while. Got back here in time to see a couple of tourists puking all over my home turf. By then, that jerk face in the uniform had already set up shop in the alley. The alley. What else did you see? Well, you know, earlier that night I saw a big and ugly troll in green hospital scrubs snooping around the block. He bought some donuts and 2 cups of soy calf off of Dan over there. Seemed nervous. He did everything with his left hand because his right was all screwed up with some cyberware. Can you tell me more about the troll's cyberware? Well, it was big. I think it must have been some hospital attachments because I saw some needles. It's a lot like the one I saw back in 44 when I got captured by elves. They did all sorts of experiments on me. Let me tell you, never trusted one of them cyber people. So, it sounds like you live in this alley? Sure, for the last couple months I've been sleeping here. But I spend my days doing odd jobs with street merchants or panhandling tourists over near the Seamstress Union. That's all I need to know, thanks. See you around. Wow, what a nice guy. All it cost us was $100 because I'm not skilled in negotiation. Can we buy a soy calf from him? Yeah, I'll take a jelly donut and soy calf. See you around. I mean, now we have it. Seriously? That's funny. Right tap receipt, test 2 piece. Okay. Find Cody. More karma. We're gonna get a point of body for some extra HP. So now we have 50 instead of 40. We're by ourselves now though, so better leave the Barrens and enter the Seamstress Union. Sure. It's gonna be a short one today, but I wanted to at least do some. and definitely test this out. Probably gonna go for a little bit, like probably like 10 or 15 minutes longer. Okay, Ghost of a Grizzled Veteran. At the end of the bar sits an old guy with a gray beard, deep circles under his eyes, whom no one else seems to see or even notice he exists. It's likely because he doesn't. He's been dead for almost 30 years. Besides you, the only person that seems to know he's here is the bartender who keeps his frosty mug full of Hefeweizen beer. Yeah, I know you. You're or on the run. You backed me when I was alive. How can I repay the favor? What are you doing here? Damned if I know. You live your life making stuff up. Then you die and you end up on a stool in the bar in a story you made up. So meta. Why should I talk to you? I mean, you're a ghost. Mostly I just tell stories, but I'm occasionally good for some free gear. So come by and say hi anytime you're in the Union. Okay, got any stories today? Did you hear the one about the night Shadowrun formed in my head? You see, I wanted to do a cyberpunk game, but our Tesorian beat me to it. And Mike Pondsmith to hell. I didn't want to do the second cyberpunk game, so I started looking for a way to organically mix magic and fantasy into cyberpunk, because I saw them as juxtaposing themes. I thought it would be interesting to integrate them. Every culture on Earth features fantastic creatures and magic into mythology. So it all had to come from somewhere. Okay, yeah, he's just talking about the game. Got anything for me today? Send it to our stash. Okay. Hey guy, I got some extra outfits I'm trying to unload. Sure. Let's see. Do I not have any... Do I seriously not have any, I don't think I have any clothes on. Street Samurai clothing, which has 1 armor. Coolest hat in the shadows that grants +1 intelligence. We're gonna get a secure ninja clothing. And then we'll be stashed and sell items. I'm gonna sell one of these. There you go. You got ninja clothing on now. Cherry bomb. Bartender is a striking elf sporting a perfectly toned body, perfectly pouty lips, and perfectly tapered ears. Her eyes harmonize, save me, and take me in equal measure, hitting just the right notes for maximum extraction of tips. She looks at you, sees another elf, and smiles big. Hey there, I haven't seen you before. I've seen you here before. Where can I get you? Something dirty and a clean glass. How about a date? Looks at this place, I could probably get anything I want. Found a bar tab with Coyote's name on it. She here? She looks worried. No, I think she's away on business. Business, huh? She's shaman? A name like Coyote. She laughs. No, she shot a coyote once, thinking it was a shaman who double-crossed her. I've been calling her Coyote ever since. She's been missing since yesterday. Some people think the Ripper got to her, but I know her. Coyote can take care of herself. She starts to turn away when a man with the face of a survivor and the zeal of a convert tugs her arm hard. It's clear the two have history. They try to keep their voices low, but the intensity of their conversation makes them easy to overhear. Cherry, you have to listen to me. If you stick around here, you could end up dead or worse. The river's out there and he's real. The last killing happened just down the block. And now Coyote's missing. They'll probably find her tomorrow in a dumpster without her head. Come on, Cherry Bomb, think. I think plenty, Shane. I'm getting a freaking D from UW in neuroprosthetics studying under Ojamans. And how am I paying for it? Bartending. Tips. Let's up control. There are faster ways for Baron's girl to earn that kind of scratch, but I'm not taking them. So what do you want from me? Yeah, dude, it's actually free on Humble Bundle. It should still be free, so you can get it. You can get it right now. I'm gonna actually double check that real quick. There you go. It's free from there for another 15 hours, so if you make a free account on Humble Bundle, you can download it directly from there. Or you could get the, you can get a Steam key and add it to your Steam for free. It's also got the soundtrack with it. Anyway, I hope your night's going awesome, dude. This is actually my first playthrough of it. I played the Super Nintendo one and the Genesis one, and I've done some research on the tabletop. I really wanted to play a game of it, but I never ended up doing it. Alright, so what do you want from me? I want what you want, a better life, a better world for everyone. Universal Brotherhood can give you that. I've heard all this before. This isn't some trick to get us back together. Things are different now. I'm different. The Brotherhood. Cherry Bomb's face is pretty hard, armored in lipstick and low expectations. The Universal Brotherhood is for other people, Shane. Rich Bellevue types who can afford their membership fees and voluntary donations. This isn't about money. It's about binding the world together with Brotherhood. Come with me. Attend a discovery meeting. Get to the core of who you are. I heard Len Telestrian give a talk last night called The New Family of the Sixth World. I've got a family right here, Shane. They're drunks and lowlifes and whores, and I choose them over any of your Brotherhood members. Now, Buzz, I need to get back to work. With body language leaves no question that the conversation is over. Cherry Bomb turns her back on him. Ooh, that was painful. Sorry, I got interrupted. Let's see. I heard he's got the strength of the righteous, doesn't he? Boyfriend find religion? Or sorry, you had to go through that. Sounds like you got big plans for yourself. Yeah, I'll do the third one. Her pretty eyes soften. Yeah, I do. Can't stay here forever. You've got a look that says you're not here just for entertainment. Are you a badge? Do I look like a cop? She flutters her eyelashes. No, baby. You look like someone who knows the shadows. We're trained to spot a bronze the minute they walk in here. Something I can help you with? I have a few questions. Ever hear the name Sam Watts? She nods. Sam was a regular customer and a regular pain in the ass for as long as I've been here. Talked a big game, but he was always broke. As soon as he got any money in his pocket, it went straight to his head. Chips, drugs, or booze. Coyote had a soft spot for him, though. Did you see Sam on the night he died? No, that was Coyote's shift. Who runs this place? I want to talk to him. That'd be Miss Kubota. She's in the background. You can't miss her. Thanks for the intel. I appreciate the help. Gutter punks have to stick together. Hey, who's that you're talking to? Shane, my old boyfriend. He used to work here. Then one day he saw a billboard for the Universal Brotherhood, and that was it. He went to a meeting, made new friends, and moved in with them. I was happy for him until he started coming back trying to recruit me. I don't need that dreck. Alright, talk to you later, Cherry. Control, we just got a ninja outfit. So now we have an assault rifle, and we're an elven ninja. Took me like 15 minutes to decide what I was actually going to play as, because I just started the game up and started streaming. What let's talk to Jen Sparks. Can you sell me guns? The Asian woman's expression reads, open for business, but her demeanor reads, dealer rather than companion. She has Jack on her neck, a gun on her hip, and a chip on her shoulder. She eyes you with a sneer. You look like someone who could use some firepower, something simple. You got guns so smart they practically fire themselves. You looking for tech? Got some of that too, if that's the way you roll. Show me what you got, lady. Okay. Consumables. You got grenades, repair kits. Homemade shotgun. Submachine gun. Trying to decide. I could get a melee weapon. Trying to decide. So I have rifles. I could do rifles. I'm gonna get a pistol. There we go. Thanks, lady. We're gonna get some pistol skill while we're at it. Next time we get karma, we're actually gonna raise our ranged combat, so we're a little bit better at that. So now we have a sidearm too. I'm gonna talk to this gentleman, Mr. Cluewit. Posted in the doorway to the VIP section is a tower of troll muscle wrapped in an impossibly tailored suit. Whether the product of good genes or expensive aftermarket cosmetic work, the troll's gleaming horns perfectly frame his face. Polished tusks and goatee accentuate the set of a lantern jaw. Malcolm, please behave yourself. Funny place for the architect to put a wall. Will do. You get trouble in here often? Nothing to stern look can't usually solve. Oh, yeah. You have business here? Looking into the death of Sam Watts. Heard about that. Real shame what happened to him. It's a sharpness in Cluey's eyes. The look of a man who's seen much, earned wisdom at a young age. Figure Sam was the type who needed to be thrown out on occasions. Encouraged to call it a night, I'd say. Sam was a drunk, but he usually wasn't a violent one. Usually? What about the night he died? He's a bit agitated, didn't catch the specifics. Might have been over a woman. Thought I was going to have to show him out, but I had to deal with a couple of rival go-gangers posturing for one of the working girls upstairs. Jake helped Sam out instead. Keep those eyes and ears open. Always do. Johnny Clean. Man is just like a janitor, but wearing unusually clean overalls. He's tall, real thin, and has a cunning look in his eye that says he's more than just a maintenance man. Howdy, name's Johnny Clean, you knew? I am. Imagine you've seen all sorts of things in a place like this, eh? True, quite true, and I keep my mouth shut about it too. That's a secret to keeping a job here and staying alive in general. Gotta work, see you around. Oh. Noog. Covered in glowing magical talismans and fetishes, the troll does not seem fully of this world. He mumbles to himself constantly, apparently participating in several conversations at once. With entities you can neither see nor hear. Mutter, I told you, it's not like that at all. Bring me proof and you shall have it. I'm honored, your majesty. Let's see what he has, but I'm pretty sure that... I could learn some spells. I'm gonna get spellcasting too, which will be 3 points, and then we can heal ourselves. Can we not equip it? Okay, fine. Alright, we'll go ahead and get that. Being able to heal is more worth it than anything else, pretty much. No, I don't want... Get that too, sure. Alright, cool. Talk to Miss Kubota, the owner. Miss Kubota watches you cross the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you can see she's of mixed race, African and Japanese. Her demeanor says, "This is my house. Mess with it at your peril," but her eyes twinkle with a playful light when she speaks. Konbanwa, good evening. Or is this business? I'm tempted to ask what's upstairs, but not tempted enough. She laughs. Tell me, Omaya. What is it you're looking for? I'm looking for information. Of course you are. Knowledge is power, eh? So I've been told. Soka. And why should I help you? Sam Watts, I'm looking for his killer. Her face brightens, amused. Ah, so you are the little insurance policy he would go on about when he was drunk, his avenging angel who would strike back for him from beyond the grave. What do you want to know? How well did you know Sam? I knew him, we all did. Sam was a regular here. Whenever he could beg or borrow enough union to become altered in some way. Drugs, chips, alcohol, it didn't matter to Sam, as long as he was bent. He was always looking for his next fix. He clung to this place like it was his lifeline, and we treated him as part of the family, even if none of us truly liked him, except Coyote. You see Sam on the night of his death? He was here, quite inebriated as he often was. Coyote was working the bar that night and informed me that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with the other customers. When he refused to leave, or when requested to leave, he refused. My bouncer, Mr. Clue, was off dealing with another issue, so I requested that Jake escort Sam out the back door to the alley. That was the last I saw of either of them. Why is this place called the Seamstresses Union? During the gold rush days, there was a census, and the politicians wanted as high a number as possible to gain power and revenue. To bolster their numbers, they decided to include all the working girls, of which there were many, to the rolls. However, given the times, they could not list the girls' true occupations, so they entered them all as seamstresses. When a girl accumulated enough money to open her own place of business, she named it the Seamstresses Union, so potential workers would know that they would be treated fairly here. Thus, a rich tradition was born. So you're a former seamstress? No, perhaps when we know each other more, I will reveal more about myself. For now, enjoy the union. One more question. Can you tell me where to find Coyote? Would that I could. I've not seen her in 2 days. She's a smart woman, quite dangerous, but I fear for her. I'm sure she can take care of herself. Perhaps. All the same, I wish I could see her. She's like a daughter to me. Her room is upstairs. If you're looking for her, I invite you to examine it. You may be able to uncover her whereabouts. I would normally not betray her privacy in this way. She's missed 2 shifts now, cannot be reached on her comm. It's unlike her. If something has happened, I would not have inaction on my conscience. Here's the key. Alright, I have a feeling we're gonna get attacked up here. We're fully healed now, which is nice. Yeah, we're not a hacker. Stand is littered with the action movies and cigarette butts. Frame painting of Chicago skyline, done in stylized silhouette. Cody's bed has a diary with several papers sticking out of it. First paper, there's a receipt stuck between the pages and a diary entry. Inspect the receipt. Receipt for Browning Max Power pistol from Gin Park downstairs, with a note saying how big guns on hot women turn her on. Read the diary entry. Came back from my shift to find four Paco's goons sleeping on our floor. Getting fragging ridiculous. I want to be with him, but the real Paco, but this cutter jack keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. It's how I make cash, baby, he always says. I try to tell him he doesn't need the cash. I could support us both on what I make of the Seamstresses Union, but he still goes on these runs. These bozos all over my floor. I feel like he's just seeing how far he can push me before I kick him out. I try to be patient, but why does he have to be all one way? As soon as the last cutter was out the door, I lost it. I told him if he ever pulled a truck like that again, that he would be sleeping in the alley. Of course, he begged and pleaded with me, telling me it wouldn't happen again. I don't want to deal with this anymore, but I don't want him to leave. He's the reason I got through all that stuff last year, got my bartending license, got this apartment, and this life. I know he cares about me and loves me, more than his involvement with the cutters. I just wish I could slice that gang from our life together, slice out the fear that comes along with it. Paper has handwritten poem on it, and a diary entry. Read the poem. Let's just say that Paco should stick to guns and motorcycles and leave the poetry to others. Sometimes it seems like Paco reads my mind or diary. Maybe he does the latter. I wouldn't be surprised. Hi, Paco. Ever since last week, he hasn't mentioned the cutters once. He leaves the apartment with a "see you in a few hours, babe," and returns later without comment. I don't know if he's really going to help for us to avoid the subject in conversation completely, but I've never felt without our constant arguing about it. I've never felt better without our constant arguing. A cod receipt for a special order: 5 pounds of zebra meat from Maury's Meat Emporium, located near the Pike Place Market. Zebra meat. Picture shows a young girl with caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm, yet she's smiling. The back of the photograph has shadow scrawled on it. That's strange. There's a receipt stuck between the pages. Diary entry. Expect them. Yeah. Oh, safe combination 342 436. 436. Safe beeps. Door cheerfully comes open. What? Oh, we got a frag grenade. Well, she bought a high-powered pistol. It'd be nice if, you know. Well, I guess that really didn't help too much. Do you know Paco? He's a gangster. Remember the cutters. He's a good kid and nasty line of work. I warned Coyote against getting too attached to that type. They don't live long. You heard of Maury's Meat Emporium? Face twists in disgust. No, I'm a vegetarian. Did you know Gin Park sold Coyote a gun recently? I'd be more surprised if she hadn't. Bouncers can deal with most of the troublemakers, but around here you need a gun just to take the trash out of the dumpster. I love the art style in this game. It's great. You can pretty much talk to everybody. Oh, well, we'll talk to her. Say, hey, you sold a gun to her. Did you sell Browning Max Power to Coyote, the bartender? Hey, guy, I'm discreet. I don't talk about what my clients... Or, I don't talk about what my clients or what they buy. What? Okay, that's bad for biz. However, I'm sure she would recommend me if she was a customer, which I'm not saying she is. She can't recommend you if she's dead. Did she say anything about what she wanted it? All she said was she was looking for some stopping power. Ease back on the drama. You need some hardware? No thanks. How do you get out of this place? Let's talk to her, I guess. Where the hell is the exit to this place? Seriously? You go down here? Seriously? I can't leave? We had to have missed something in the room. Okay, there's gonna be internet alerting. I'm actually about done for the night, Control. I wanted to do a short stream of this, but I have some stuff I have to do for the next like 2 or 3 hours, so I'm probably gonna have to wait for a longer stream until tomorrow. I appreciate you coming by, man. You don't ever need to explain lurking. I do that all the time. Definitely appreciate you showing up at all, lurking or not. But I think I'm actually gonna send you guys over to somebody. You know what? Oh, yeah, dude. I'm actually gonna... Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I enjoy your stream a hell of a lot, too. Anyway... I'm going to send you guys off to... probably to Muppets. And I'm gonna go take care of my stuff, but I will be back tomorrow. Probably with some Shadowrun or some Arc the Lad 2. Arc the Lad 2 I was messing around with, and I got Arc the Lad Arena working, so we'll be doing some monster training and monster battling in the arena too, which will be exciting. Because I've never really taken advantage of that. Either way, I hope that you have a fantastic night.